Welcome in, baseball fans. Here in Game 2, I've missed the first couple batters. We got Burke Lancaster on second base. Jake Montgomery is going to ground the ball to first here. Fielding his position is number 3, Braden Collins. Steps on first. We've got 2 away and a runner on third. A little bit delayed in getting back, but I've got better camera angles now, huh? I think they look a lot better. No net anymore. Now I've got a lefty, Alec Creech, up to the plate. The DH in the cleanup spot. He's facing number 21, Cam Lawson, starting pitcher for the Pirates. That one catches low and outside corner. We've got strike 1 on Alec. Big spot here. Pack can take the early lead. Here to start Game 2. That one misses, ball 1. So if you're just tuning in, ECU won the first game 4-2. That one misses badly. Oh, Burt got caught off third base. Throwing down to third, and he's hosed. Good play there by the catcher, Blake Kessler, number 4, who recovered well, caught Burt dancing off third base, and threw him out. That's not the way the Wolfpack wanted to start. And that will be the end of the first inning. The scoring threat is retired after Burke led things off with a single. We'll go to the bottom of the first. No score. Welcome back, baseball fans. Chase Danasek will lead things off here for the Pirates. Carson King on the mound for the Wolfpack. I believe this is Carson's 3rd career start in a Wolfpack uniform. And that's a 1-1 count. Evened it up to Stanacek. Carson was really good against the Pirates last year. That one just missed the outside corner. It's going to be 2-1. Carson was a top reliever in the conference last year. It was all Mid-Atlantic team. Another breaking ball looking for that outside corner. Not giving it to him as the home plate umpire. Oh, yeah, these camera angles are way better. Stanacek going to foul that one off. Full count here to Stanacek. Stanacek, we mentioned how we hit 550 last year. As that one's going to miss upstairs. Carson King does not like the umpire's zone thus far. As Luke Wolf will come back up to the plate, batting second once again. However, Stanachek, like we mentioned, did not have as great of numbers against the Wolfpack last year. Hit about 350. So, the average dropping 200 points. Got to mean the pitching staff's pretty solid. Yeah, hit 368 against the Pack last year, which sounds really nice, and it is, but nowhere close to his season average, as he's going to steal second base there. If Caden Irving made it close, that's tough to do. He's quick on the base pass. And we've got a 1-0 count to Wolf. I will try to get you the starting lineups as soon as I can. As that one's going to find the zone. It's 1-1. Carson King last season was particularly clutch against these Pirates, like I mentioned. 2 games, one of them a start, 8 2/3 innings pitched. That's a lot for a reliever. One of those was a 5-inning start, though. 1-2 count. The wind's picking up here in Greenville. 2-0 record for King last year against the Pirates. 2 earned runs. 6 strikeouts, and he strikes out Wolf there. That's his first of the season. Got 1 away with a runner on second now. That brings up Anthony Jones again. Except Anthony Jones is no longer catching. I didn't catch where he was playing last inning, but I know Blake Kessler was behind the plate last inning. He threw out Burke Lancaster. Let me see if Game Changer has where he's playing. I don't believe so. We'll see. Carson King, breaking ball, missed. Carson King, scouting report on him. He's going to be breaking ball heavy. He's not going to blow you away with the velocity. I don't mean he's not a great pitcher, though. He finished last year with a 2.10 ERA in 30 innings. Fantastic numbers. That one's low and away. He's going to work away. He's going to mix in off speed in any count. Honestly, not too dissimilar from the strategy Brandon Warren employed last game against the Pack. That one finds the outside corner. It's 1-2. Man in scoring position. So now both teams in the first inning are threatening to score with their leadoff hitter. Oh, that one's hit hard. Deep in left field. Creech is moving back. Is it going to stay in the park? No. Anthony Jones, 2-run bomb, his first of the season. Stanachek scores with him. And the Pirates have claimed a first inning lead. That was hit a mile. It didn't sneak over the fence by that much, but it was hit so high you just knew it had a chance off the bat. Anthony Jones, for having such great numbers at JUCO, he didn't have fantastic numbers last week against Clemson, 3 for 13. Once hit hard to Sipe, who fields it, throws across the diamond, and Aaron Smith, the new first baseman, makes the grab. That's second out of the inning. So a good recovery there from King after giving up the home run. The Wolfpack defensively looked very similar to the first game with 2 exceptions. Alec Creech moves from DH to left field, and Aaron Smith moves to first base in relief of Al Morris. First pitch to Mosley is in the dirt for ball 1. Foul off right behind the catcher. Evened up the count. The DH for this game is Davis Crowder, number 30. I think Davis took offense to Alex Manuel calling him a known bench player last game. So he will try to prove himself here. That one hit to Stanfield at short. He'll throw across the diamond. Aaron Smith on the short hop. Great catch by Aaron Smith. Fantastic job coming off the bench for game 2 and making a good play here in the first. So the Pirates jump out to an early 2-0 lead. Pack trying to fight back here. Second inning of baseball action coming up here on YouTube. Welcome back to Greenville. Alec Creech will reprise the batter's box as a runner was thrown on the base pass during his at-bat last inning. Still facing number 21, Cam Lawson. First pitch inside, called strike one. And I have confirmed Anthony Jones is playing third base, so he will swap with the 8-hole in the order, which switches from Tyler Rokes to Blake Kessler to the new catcher. That one's in the dirt, and we've got a 2-1 count. To Mr. Creech. I'll miss 3-1 to Alec. Okay, I'm seeing the comments are on now. As Creech will run that one up the middle, and that's a base hit for Mr. Creech. Got a leadoff man aboard for the Pack for the second straight inning. Let's hope he doesn't get thrown out this time. Caden Irving up to the plate now. Catcher, who went 1 for 2 last game, and a walk and a single. Alec Creech dancing off first. Lawson to the plate. Hit high. Shallow center, charging in is Wolf. Making the grab. There's the first out of the inning. Thank you, Mr. Derek Ostowski, for leaving a comment. I can see that now. Finally, we got the comments on, guys. So now the 6th spot in the order, Luke Vargo steps to the plate. Bats left-handed. He's a second baseman. He had a tough 0 for 3 game 1. We're going to check on Creech here. Cam Lawson on the mound. 2025, only had 4 appearances, 8 1/3 innings pitched. A 9.72 ERA, so not great numbers there. But you can tell this ECU this ECU coaching staff really believes in Cam because he got the start against Clemson as well and did very well. Through 5 innings, got the W, only 1 hit. So if you're tracking, because that one is fouled off by Vargo. I don't know if Vargo's seen a ball today. This is his 4th at-bat of the day. I don't think he's seen a ball. 0-2 here. Oh, I don't have the scoreboard up. There we go. But you could tell this ECU staff believes in Lawson because they gave him the start last week. So the game 1 starter Warren against Clemson, 7 innings, 1 hit allowed. Lawson, 5 innings, 1 hit allowed. So the first 12 innings, Clemson collected 2 hits last weekend. So really impressive from this ECU staff. Drilled in a deep right over the head of the right fielder, Will Atkins. Creech is on his horse. Vargo is in for a double. Creech will stop at third. And there's the big swing from Vargo that I've been talking about. Kept mentioning that Luke Vargo's got this big bat with a lot of pop, but he hadn't caught one off the barrel yet, and he does there. Great swing from Luke Vargo. His first hit of the season. He's now 1 for 4 with a .250 batting average. That brings up for the first time Aaron Smith on the season. Aaron Smith is in that category of first baseman on the team. It's kind of a rotating door. It has been for the past 2 seasons. Smith has been one of the top guys over there. First game, of course, Al Morris as he sees strike 1. We've seen Davis Crowder over there. They got a new guy, Landon Lynch, who they could try out over there. John Constantino, the president himself, might reprise the first base role. 0-2, nobody out. 2-1, big spot for Smith. He needs to drive something in, get the Wolfpack on the board. Oh, he caught in the inside corner there. The catcher, Kessler, didn't catch it, but he picked it up and tagged Smith. Smith didn't like the call. The first 2 pitches Lawson went outside, and the third one he went to the inside corner. I think if I'm tracking accurately thus far, the umpire might have a more generous inside corner than outside corner. And here's Davis Crowder. He swings through the first pitch. 0-1. Crowder's a sophomore. Getting his first at-bat of the year. From Raleigh, North Carolina. He's a native. Went to St. David's. 2-sport athlete. Was the football quarterback at St. David's. Also played third base. Been more of a first baseman here for the Pack, but listed as a corners player. 6'1", 205. The 0-2 pitch. Upstairs. Davis will see another. Davis didn't have a great freshman season average-wise, hit below 200. But you can see the swing. He's got a nice swing. That one grounded to the third baseman, Anthony Jones, who'll throw across the diamond on the short hop. He missed it originally, did Braden Collins, but he recovered and picked the ball up before Davis Crowder could get there, and that'll be the inning. So the Pack get 2 on with no out and can't drive a run across. That's not what you want to see if you're a Wolfpack fan. We'll be back for the bottom of the second inning of action. Carson King will go back toe the rubber. We'll be right back from Greenville. Welcome back to Greenville. First pitch from Carson King of the second inning. Be hit hard by Richard Warren to Eli Sipe. And he will make the play across the diamond to retire Warren. So quick 1 pitch, 1 out for King. Here's R.J. Harmson, the left fielder. The first pitch will miss for ball 1. That one hit. That was at his shins. Still got a piece of it, and it was fouled off. One count to Harmson. King delivers. That one's a breaking ball in the dirt for ball 2. Harmson drives this one into left field, shallow, and will fall right in front of Alec Creech. And there's a base hit for Mr. Harmson. 1 on, 1 out. And that brings up Blake Kessler, the catcher. Get you some information on him. That was kind of off the end of the bat from King, just a spinner. Fell really fast. Creech didn't have a chance to get to it. First pitch to Kessler's in there for strike 1. Kessler is the junior from Sykesville, Maryland, measuring in at 5'10", 195. King delivers the 0-1 pitch, swung on and missed. Great changeup there from Carson. Had him fooled, dove right under his bat. Kessler played 1 game against Clemson, was 1 for 2 with a triple. So has some explosiveness in his bat. Also walked and was hit by a pitch, stole a base, did a little bit of everything. It's like a catcher should. Oh, and Caden Irvin just got away with one. He lost that ball, thought it went behind him, and it was actually just right at home plate the whole time, and R.J. Harmson wasn't moving. The 1-2. High and inside corner. He caught paint. Great job, Carson. He rings up Blake Kessler. So that is King's second strikeout of the day. He's got 2 away here in the second. Now there's the 9 spot, Will Atkins. And I really think, as that's a ball, there must be some rule in this ECU organization that you always have to play someone from the city of Greenville. Because I've been watching these games for now, this is my 5th year. Played for 4 years. They always have a guy in the lineup from Greenville. And Will Atkins is their mandatory 1 guy from Greenville this year, I think. Like, without fail. That's strike 1 from King to Atkins. I guess I should be more specific. Atkins is from Winterville, so not exactly Greenville, but basically the same thing. That one swung on and missed. Evens up the count at 2. There's always like a D.H. Conley, South Central guy on this roster. Swung on and missed, and Carson King's got his 3rd strikeout of the afternoon. He recovered very well after that single from R.J. Harmson, and he'll keep the Pirates at 2 runs. We'll go to the 3rd inning of action. We'll see if Pat can get on the board. We'll be right back on NC State's YouTube channel. Welcome back. Eli Sipe will lead things off here in the top of the third for the Pack. Still facing Cam Lawson, who's got through 2 clean, even though he's had 2 threats on the base pass already. Burke Lancaster reached third in the first, and the Wolfpack had runners on second and third with no one out in the second. Still couldn't push anyone across. Sipe will swing through that one. 0-1. Oh, he swung through that one again. That's not a strike. Good pitch there from Lawson. It's 0-2. Sipe had that big double to drive in the first run of the season for the Pack in game 1. Played well defensively. The 1-2 inside. Oh, excuse me, that was the 0-2. Now it's 1-2. Jake Montgomery's not happy with that. He wants Eli Sipe to take a pitch off the ribs, like he's very famously known to do. 1-2. Outside corner, got the call. Sipe's down looking. Good pitch there from Lawson. Working the corners. Both starting pitchers have done a pretty good job of that today. The one exception is Carson King just left one over the middle of the plate for Anthony Jones to drive a 2-run home run out of here over the left field fence. That's the only runs of this game 2 so far. Lancaster, second time to the dish. We missed it on the broadcast, but he had a leadoff single in the first. Sorry, Burke. I'm sure I'll get some lip from Burke later about missing his single on the camera. Breaking pitch, top of the zone, caught it. 1-1. Upstairs, going to miss the zone that time, is Lawson. So we talked earlier about how Lawson didn't have great numbers last year, but really must have developed a lot in the offseason with his command and his pitches, as he was fantastic against nationally ranked Clemson last week as Lancaster swings through that one. The Wolfpack also has played the Clemson Tigers recently in the fall. They had played a doubleheader against them. Beat them in 2 high-scoring affairs, 10-9 and 13-10. The 2-2 lifted into shallow left. They had a shift on him. Will that affect the foul ball? It will, and that will fall fair. I thought for sure that was a foul ball. Now Burke is caught in between bases again, and he scampers back to first base. You don't want him to get thrown out twice in 3 innings. I couldn't believe that was a fair ball. That looked for sure foul. And Burke is 2 for 2 now with 2 singles, 1 to right, 1 to left. That was just at an awkward place behind third base. And the wind just never blew it in foul territory. Now here's Drew Stanfield. I should have switched camera angles there. Maybe you would have got a view of that as Burke is back. Burke already has a stolen base in this game. So Lawson's trying to keep him close. His 24th of his career. He had 23 last season to lead the team. Oh, that one's roped by Stanfield over the head of R.J. Harmson. Burke Lancaster hustling to third. Stanfield will get to second, and Lancaster will be held there. I'm getting deja vu. This is exactly how last inning started. Alec Creech singled, and then Luke Vargo doubled over the head of the right fielder. Lancaster singles, and now Stanfield doubles over the head of the left fielder. However, last inning the Pack were not able to score, which is like a baseball travesty. You get 2 on in scoring position with nobody out and don't score. Now with 1 out, Montgomery's got a job to do. Montgomery had the best offensive day in game 1, 2 for 3, double and a single. Also had a stolen bag. Swung through that one. Big swing there. And I think Montgomery was so successful because he was swinging real light and easy in that first game. That was a big hack. Just need a single here, Jake. 1-2. Or, excuse me. 0-1. Now it's 0-2. We've got 2 on, 1 out. Montgomery's in a hole. Lawson shakes off his catcher, Kessler. Shakes him off again. Now he's ready. Montgomery, ready for the pitch. Oh, and he stays alive. That's a great job. He saw the breaking ball, recognized it, stuck his bat out there and just fouled it off. That's big boy baseball right there. Staying in the count there. 0-2 still. This is big. The Wolfpack can't leave two stranded again. 0-2 again. Fouls it off once more. Lawson tried to burn him with a fastball. Montgomery's got quick enough hands to stay alive. You can tell Lawson's got some velocity. Lawson's from Camden, Delaware. Overall, this ECU team has a lot more out-of-state guys than NC State. That one got away from him. Over the head of Kessler, but it bounces off the brick wall, and Burke Lancaster slides in safely. I thought for a second he'd have a chance at him. The brick wall behind home plate made it bounce very close to home plate back into Kessler's mitt, but Lancaster had a great enough jump on it to score. Stanfield moves up to third base, and the Wolfpack are on the board. 2-1. Montgomery still got a job to do with a runner just 90 feet away. Still no 2 count. 3 straight foul balls from Montgomery. So a pitch hit hard, foul again. A 4th straight foul ball for Jake Montgomery. He's staying in there fighting hard. Talked about Montgomery's growth in game 1. He had a fantastic series against ECU last year. 4 for 12. 333 batting average in the 4 games last year. 2 homers, 5 RBI. Even though he didn't have the most hits on the team against ECU last year, he was the offensive driver. Those 2 home runs were both huge. The 1-2. One's fouled off again. There's not a ball. The scoreboard here is reading a ball, and I don't have that. Now that is the 5th straight. Oh, it is 1-2. The umpire disagrees with me. It's 1-2. Jake Montgomery has hit 5 straight foul balls. See if he can go for 6, or if he can straighten it out in the field of play. And he swung on and missed. The ball is dropped. Oh, it's fouled off. Oh, I didn't hear it. I didn't hear a piece of the ball, but he apparently got one. That's a 6th straight foul ball for Montgomery. Montgomery, he is going down swinging. That was a good changeup from Lawson, and I think he's been mixing it up with fastball, breaking ball. Montgomery was ready for those 2, but he wasn't ready for the changeup. That's a big strikeout for Lawson. 2 outs, 1 on. Wolfpack need this run. Upstairs to Creech. Ball 1. Creech is 1 for 1 in this game. Swings to that one. That one looked like another changeup. Creech hoisted on his own petard there as he is the changeup king, and he gets burned with one there. 1-1. Again, way out in front is Alec Creech. Lawson's got Creech's timing all messed up. 1-2. Hit well into left field. That's going to drop for a base hit in front of Harmson, and Stanfield will score. The Wolfpack have tied it up here in the top of the 3rd inning at 2. So Stanfield doubles, Lancaster singled, Creech singled. So 3 base hits here in the inning for the Wolfpack, and all of a sudden they're right back in it. Caden Irving coming to the plate, trying to drive in Creech potentially to take a lead here in the 3rd. Fantastic job of the Wolfpack battling back. When you lose game 1, it's very important to get off to a good start in game 2, or else the team morale can just really die. First pitch is blown by Caden Irving at 0-1. I found it very frequent, and especially club ball. You know, these aren't guys that are playing for scholarships or NIL money. These guys are just out here for the love of the game. And sometimes when you're just losing, you just lose the energy and you lose team morale, and all of a sudden your will to play is really gone. Club baseball is a lot less about talent and a lot more about how much passion and will you're willing to put into this. 1-1 count. Irving, the one thing I wanted him to work on over the offseason He had 4 walks last year compared to 10 strikeouts. I was like, man, you got to reverse that ratio. You got to have way more walks than strikeouts. So, Caden Irving, hoping to see him be a little bit more patient this year. Which I have so far. 2-1 count here. Very aggressive hitter, which I like. 2-1. That one will miss, and it'll count will move to 3-1 now. So now Irving is way ahead. I wouldn't be surprised if he sees a fastball here. He's going to want to jump all over it. He'll probably lay off an off-speed pitch. Let's see if Lawson puts that together. Blows it by him. That's exactly right. Man, you just called me a fortune teller. I knew exactly what was going to happen there. 3-2. Now, does Lawson want to try to blow a fastball by him again, or is he going to change it up? In the dirt, he'll draw a walk. Alec Creech was moving, and now he might take third after that was a wild pitch. He decides to stay there. So, ball 4. Oh, I never moved my base runner. There we go. 2 on. 2 out. We're going to have a mound visit here from, I don't think, yeah, that's not Cam Hull. Cam Hull is over in the black sweatshirt by the dugout. He's the head coach. I think that's Brandon Warren, the Game 1 starting pitcher. Acting pitching coach, I guess. Senior leader on this team. Talking his pitcher out of a jam here. Luke Vargo due up to the plate here. Big spot here for the kid. He had a double his last time up. Now 1 for 4 on the day. Frustrating Game 1 for Vargo, but has immediately turned it around here. Has the potential to really make something happen here. 2 on. First pitch, low and inside for ball 1 to Vargo. Vargo 3 for 15 last year in the 4 games against the Pirates. 3 for 15 at the plate. Swung through that one, huge cut again. Vargo showing the home run swing. I'm telling you, if he gets a hold of it, he could definitely drive one out of here. It's just he's only got a hold of the 1 so far today. 1-1 count. Upstairs, did he go? I think he held up. The home plate umpire agrees. They won't even check him. 2-1. Vargo rocking the fancy new cleats here. Red with some gold on them. They're loud. I like them. 2-1. Inside, 3-1. So Lawson's lost a little bit of control here. He's fallen behind on 2 consecutive hitters. Let's see if Vargo can make him pay. And that's ball 4, a 5-pitch walk for Luke Vargo. And we've got the bases juiced with 2 outs here. So the Wolfpack threatening to take the lead here. Aaron Smith due up to the plate. He struck out on 3 pitches his first time up. Looking to have a better second appearance here. Aaron last year was 1 for 5 against the Pirates in 1 game of action. First pitch is in there for strike 1. Aaron's now seen 4 strikes on the day. He didn't like the call last time, so we'll see if he's expanded the zone. 0-1. Swung through it. He's in a hole. Aaron's a senior from Fayetteville, North Carolina. Started 10 games last year at first base. And that's upstairs, high heat, got Smith swinging, and he will leave the bases juiced. We will go to the bottom of the 3rd, knotted up at 2. The Wolfpack get 2 back, and even this one out. We'll be right back from Greenville. Baseball fans, we would like to give you the unique opportunity to advertise on this channel. If you own a small business or brand and would like to grow your audience in NC State, this is a very cost-effective way to do so. We can play either audio or video pre-recorded advertisements, or I can narrate new audio. If you are interested, please contact Nate Johnson, pxp@gmail.com. Again, that's Nate Johnson, pxp@gmail.com. Thank you and enjoy the game. Welcome back here on the NC State Club Baseball YouTube channel. My name is Nate Johnson. Happy to be here with you. Tie ball game here in the bottom of the third inning between the number 14 NC State Wolfpack and the East Carolina Pirates. Leading things off is the leadoff hitter, Jay Stanachek. Shortstop. He walked his first time up and scored on the Anthony Jones homer. You don't want to walk this guy. First pitch from King. Finds the outside corner. 0-1 hole. That's the thing. The Wolfpack, I think a lot of the part they were so successful against the Pirates last year, 4-0, was because they didn't walk guys like Stanachek. They didn't give him free passes. Last year, Stanachek, like I said, went 7 of 19 against the Wolfpack. No RBI, no walks. So they limited his effectiveness. You know, he still had 7 base hits, which was, again, impressive, but he was just one guy. You know, this is a sport of 9 people, and he's going to beat that one. That's tough. That's a ground ball to the right of Drew Stanfield. And with a guy with that much speed hit to that side of Drew Stanfield, you're just not going to get him a lot of times. That brings up Luke Wolf, wearing number 6, with a runner on first and nobody out. Now you got to worry about Stanachek stealing a bag. Ball 1 low from King. Luke Wolf struck out his first time up. Grounded to the third baseman, foul ball. King is up to 40 pitches now on the afternoon.
My sister's got the same one.
Fouled off for Wolf, and it'll be a 1-2 count. We've got 57 views on this video. Thank you for all tuning in. If you're an ECU fan, Wolfpack fan, maybe you're just a club baseball fan tuning in across the country. This is the series of the week, by the way. So hopefully we get some national attention. That one's in the dirt. Really good breaking ball there from King. 1-2 might have got him, you know. A lot of movement on that one. Luke Wolf had to watch it in. 2-2. Oh, and Stanachek takes off. Really good jump. Hit to Sipe, the third baseman. Has no chance to get Stanachek, but he'll take Wolf instead. Great job there by Sipe. Sipe has made every play. And third base, a tough position in club baseball. Long throws across the diamond in short amount of time. I might argue that having a good third baseman is just as important as having a good shortstop in club. Because there's lots of guys who can make a throw from short. Fewer guys can make that throw from third, especially if you're not playing college baseball somewhere. You're just a club athlete. Wolfpack had 2 good ones in a row. Last year, Nolan Lawrence was fantastic at it. And Sipe, thus far, has been very good. First pitch to Anthony Jones. It's outside for ball 1. He homered his first time up. Stanachek takes off again, and Irving is late, and another stolen bag for Stanacek. 2-0 count. So this is where you get in trouble if you're Carson King. You can't give Anthony Jones anything over the plate. And you got a guy at third and Stanacek, so you got to be careful not to deliver a wild pitch. That one's low, 3-0. You have to imagine, is Carson King be purposefully avoiding Anthony Jones here, because you can take a free pass at first base and you have a force up the middle. You've already got one out. Maybe you can turn a double play. 3-0. That catches the outside corner. Strike one. Jones, like I mentioned, fantastic numbers at the JUCO level the past 2 years. Lewisburg College is a good program up north of Raleigh. He had 19 doubles and 11 homers there. That one's tapped to second baseman Vargo. No one's covering first. And that's going to be an infield single. That was hit in kind of a perfect spot. A run will score. And the Pirates have taken the lead back. That was hit in really just a very awkward position. Vargo charged it. Smith charged it at first. Carson King was there, I guess, but he was kind of late. He was never touching the bag at first base, so he never had a play. And Stanacek with his speed, you're just never going to get him at home. Here's Braden Collins, the cleanup man. Pitch outside, ball one. King finds his own there. Evened up the count. Upstairs that time, doesn't get the corner. 2-1. So the Pirates doing a good job of responding, taking the lead back after the Wolfpack offense charged up a little bit. Got him with a changeup. Good pitch there from King. Got Collins way out in front. King will throw any pitch, any count. That's what I really like about the guy. He could be down 3-0, throw a changeup low and away. I like it. I like the confidence and all this stuff. That one's in the dirt, 3-2. He has thrown an abnormal amount of balls in the dirt today, I have to admit. Probably putting an extra amount of spin on the ball, trying to fool these 4 All-Americans he's having to face in the lineup today. 4 All-Americans plus a guy who had 11 home runs at JUCO last year. It's a tall task. That's ball 4. He didn't miss by much. Well, we now got 2 on and 1 out. This Wolfpack offense is going to have to keep up with these ECU bats. They did a good job last year. You had 2 high-scoring affairs of their 4 games as Tyler Mosley comes to the plate now. Of those 2 high-scoring games, you had 10-9 in game 1 as King goes ahead 0-1 now. And then game 4 in Wilson 10-8. So the Wolfpack offense last year was able to do it. You just can't keep these ECU bats down for long. I mean, you can subdue them. You could even get in a pitcher's duel with them sometimes when they have their best guy flowing. Like you saw last game with Brandon Warren, but they'll never go quietly. 1-1, the miss outside, 2-1 to Tyler Mosley. Just lunges at it. Good pitch there from King to get him to swing. 2-2. Mosley last year hit .424. How many .424 hitters are hitting 5th? Not many. Right up, back up the middle to King. Throws a second, now to first. Great play, a double play. 1-4-3. How often you see that, folks? What a play from Carson King. He fielded the ball in between his knees, basically. Turned around, threw it to Vargo, who was there and ready. And he fired Aaron Smith. Great play by the Wolfpack defensively to get them out of that jam. We'll go to the 4th inning, trailing by 1. We'll be right back on YouTube. Welcome back to John Paul II Catholic High School here in Greenville, North Carolina. 8-9-1 due up for the Pack. Davis, Crowder, Eli Sipe, and Burke Lancaster. Cam Lawson still on the bump for the Pirates. Crowder's 0 for 1 on the day. Pitch in from Lawson is fouled off. Let's talk a little bit of history. These squads, these are two of the top club baseball teams across the country. ECU 322 and 74 all-time record. That's pretty solid. 2 national champions. As Crowder's going to see one on the outside corner. It's 0-2. 45 All-Americans, 9 Club World Series appearances, and 9 conference championships for the Pirates. Not bad. That one's popped up. Foul from Crowder. It's still 0-2. Let's compare that to the Wolfpack. 12 All-Americans. We were in the national championship once, 2004. 2 times conference champion. So 2 really good programs at the club level. That one's in the dirt. Crowder watches it. 1-2. Makes sense why this is the series of the week, not just because it's a rivalry, not just because it's a ranked matchup with the Wolfpack, but because these programs are always 2 of the most passionate across the country. We like baseball here in North Carolina. 2-2 to Crowder. That one's popped up in foul territory. Trying to make the play is Kessler, and it will fall out of his mitt. He dropped to a knee, and it just squeezed right out of his catcher's mitt, and Crowder has been given a new life. Crowder has seen good pitching in his day. He played for the East Coast Dodgers. Is that what they're called? Good travel program. And that's fouled off again by Crowder. Dave Crowder spent 5 years on the St. David's varsity squad. He was on the team as an 8th grader at that private school. Hit .438 over his career. That one hit well into left center. Backing up is Luke Wolf. Too much air under it, though, and Crowder is retired. Now here's Eli Sipe, a freshman who's had a good day today, especially defensively. Been impressed with his skills. I mentioned earlier in Game 1, he's a 3A state champion with the North Lincoln High School Knights. He beat the J.H. Rose High School Rampants of Greenville, North Carolina last year in the state championship. So you're a Pirate fan, you might remember that. He was a second baseman on that team. 1-0 count, now 2-0. Eli Sipe wearing number 7. Number's been passed down to him by number 7, Alfonso Bardez, who's tuning in. I'm sure he'll appreciate the shout-out. That one's outside. It's now 3-0 to Sipe.
Hey, 3-0, don't throw a strike. He's going to take a hack here. Good.
And 4 straight balls. And that seemed like the velocity there from Lawson has really ticked down a second. I think he might be running out of gas here, and Cam Hull immediately walks out the dugout, signals for a new arm, and I think Cam Hull saw the same thing I saw, that Cam Lawson very quickly has run out of gas. So a good start from Hull, went 3 1/3, but I think he used all he had. Good day. Still early in the year, so still getting that arm conditioned. Went 5 innings last week against Clemson, and the Pirates are going to bring in a new arm. We'll tell you all about it when we come back. New pitcher for the Pirates is number 22, Lachlan Robbins. He's a southpaw from Cornelius, North Carolina. Went to Huff High School, weighing in at 6'3", 210. He's a freshman. And I've actually got him in the pregame show graphics that I didn't get to talk about. So let me see if I can find him real quick. Yeah, there he is. Okay, Lachlan Robbins, part of the couple of freshman arms that the Pirates are excited about this summer with the Lake Norman Harbor Hippos of the Old North State League, same league that Zach Flontic and Alec Creech played in. 25 and 2/3 innings pitched. Really good numbers there for a high school freshman playing against mostly Division II and JUCO players. So Lachlan definitely has some skills that could attribute to this ECU bullpen and make them deeper. So a sidearm delivery there. And he'll miss to Burke Lancaster. 1 out, runner on first, leadoff hitter up to the plate. Lancaster's 2 for 2 with 2 singles. Low again. Lefty on lefty matchup here. First time Burke has got to see a fellow lefty on the season. Outside corner, just caught the edge of the zone. It's 2-1 now. And another strike at the bottom of the zone there. Evened up. Burke has not liked any of these pitches. I'm sure a lot of that has to do with adjusting to the new arm angle from the opposite side. Coming in at a different speed. 2-2. Swung on and missed. That was a good pitch. Looked like a changeup from Lachlan Robbins. Dove under the bat of Lancaster. And we've got a second out. That was a big out there for Mr. Robbins, as Lancaster has been able to really drive this NC State offense here in Game 2. That brings up Stanfield. He's 1 for 2. Had a scorching double over the head of the left fielder last time up. That one's upstairs. Ball 1. Hitting in the 2-hole, you got to expect there's a lot of expectations on Drew Stanfield as a freshman to produce offensively. Last year that spot belonged to Jacob Annunziata, 330 hitter. Sipe takes off. That one's grounded to the shortstop. Stanacek, backhand it, throws across the diamond. Good play by Jay Stanacek. He was moving to his left to cover the bag, stopped on a dime, backhanded the ball to his right, and then threw across the diamond. That was very impressive. That was big boy baseball right there. And we will go to the bottom of the fourth. ECU still holds a 3-2 lead. We'll be right back on YouTube. Welcome back to Greenville baseball fans. 3-2 game here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Our day one of club baseball here on Valentine's Day is just trucking along. We're almost 11 innings in. This is Richard Warren back for his second appearance of the day. He is 0 for 1, but now he's 1 for 2. There's a base hit for Mr. Warren. That brings up R.J. Harmson, the left fielder. Harmson's 1 for 1. And this one. Missed the zone there. It's a 1-0 count from King. Not close. Two-0 count. Swung on and missed. Good comeback there from Carson King after he fell behind. 2 pitches not very close to the zone. He responds with a great off-speed pitch. Got Harmson swinging. 2-1. Hit well into left field. That's another base hit. And Alec Creech will grab that one. Back-to-back singles to start the fourth for the Pirates. And that brings up the 8-hole Blake Kessler, the catcher. 0 for 1. He struck out his first time up. Not surprisingly, Carson had a lot more success as the bottom of the order, his first time through. Kessler thought about showing bunt, and he gets the called strike there. He struck out both 8 and 9 his first time through. 2 of his 3 strikeouts. Swung and missed, and Kessler again at 0-2 hole. 2025, Blake Kessler went 5 for 18 at the plate for the Pirates. It's not a ton of action, but would get in a game a weekend or so. Hit 3 doubles, had 7 RBI. Oh, and grounded foul. So Kessler, if I had to guess, would be second on the depth chart in the catcher department. Anthony Jones, instead of catching 14 straight innings, I'm assuming he's going to want to break. Kessler will probably play most game 2s. Good breaking pitch there from King. Kessler did a good job to wait on it and foul it off. See him put his foot down there and be patient. Good piece of hitting. 0-2. Hit solidly to the first baseman, Smith, who juggles it a little bit but grabs it and retires Kessler but advances both base runners. So one away after back-to-back singles. That basically functions as a bunt. So not a bad offering there from your 8-hole at all. And now you really want to get Atkins, as Atkins is much preferable to Stanacek behind him, and you need 2 outs. One at a time, though. First pitch from King to Atkins is outside for ball 1. In there, 1-1 from King. The 1-1 swung on and missed Atkins. Not close, 1-2. Kind of surprising. NC State is winning the hits battle here. 6 hits to 5. That home run is doing a lot of the work for the Pirates. 2 out of their 3 runs on the 1 swing. Upstairs, even up the count at 2. I don't mind that. King going for some high cheddar in a 1-2 count after he got Atkins swinging at consecutive off-speed pitches. See what he goes with here. 2-2. Swung on and missed a great pitch, and Carson King's got 2 outs in a row. Now with 2 on, 2 out, and facing arguably the best hitter on the squad, King's got a tall task here. It doesn't get easier behind him, so you might as well go after him. First pitch swinging, hit to the shortstop. Stanfield booted it off the edge of his glove, and there's no play. Throws to Sipe, who caught in a rundown. R.J. Harmson throws home to Irving, and he'll tag R.J. Harmson. And there's the 3rd out of the inning. So basically an out for a run was traded. Drew Stanfield made the error, booted it off the heel of his glove. Tricky hop. As Stanacek is quick enough where there was no way there was a play there. But caught off the bag was R.J. Harmson, and Sipe ran him down. Made the play at home. So, interesting turn of events there. The Pirates get a run, but the Wolfpack get out of the inning. We'll be right back for the 5th inning of baseball action. Due up for the Pack. 3-4-5. Welcome back to Greenville. Top of the 5th of baseball action underway here. Jake Montgomery, the 2-hole hitter, a 3-hole hitter, will lead things off. Hit well into center field. Too much air underneath it. caught by Luke Wolf, and there's one away, and a little bit of bad luck there from Jake Montgomery. Ironically enough, if he hit that one a little bit worse, it's probably a base hit. But he caught just enough barrel to be retired. That brings up Alec Creech. First pitch from Lachlan Robbins. First time Creech gets to see a lefty today. So 1. From the windup. Edelman's low and away. Robbins has evened it up. Creech trying to charge up this offense. Early in the season, so I did get word that Alec kind of left the game. I thought it was surprisingly a little early. Alec usually goes pretty deep in the ball games, and he did tell me in between games that that's more so due to a pitch count. Early in the year, his arm's not as healthy as he wants it to be. As Alec Creech is going to get aboard via an infield single there. That's the second one of the day. And all counts just the same. 2 hits on the afternoon for Alec now. Both have not gone farther than 60 feet. There's Caden Irving, the catcher, batting 5th. But I have to remind y'all, the Wolfpack have not been on a field this year. That one hit hard right at the second baseman. Getting back is Creech, and he is safe. Just barely got back in there. Smoked by Caden Irving, but right above the head of Tyler Mosley, who's just tall enough to jump up there and snag it. Now there's Luke Vargo. One for 5 on the day. 1 for 2 in this one. Ball on the outside edge for Vargo. ECU, I'm not sure when exactly they start outdoor practices, but they have played 3 games. I feel like their feet are underneath them a little bit more. Wolfpack trying to get back even in the series. This series has been highly competitive for the past 3 seasons. Before that, it was not. ECU ran this conference with an iron fist for 10 years or so. Was not competitive with anybody. But over the past 3 seasons, as Vargo puts that one up the middle, and again, Luke Wolf making an impressive grab. That's 2 really solid swings from the Wolfpack this inning, but Luke Wolf came up with both of them. And that'll be the end of the top of the 5th for the Pack. We will move to the bottom half of the inning when we return here on YouTube. Welcome back to Greenville, folks. We've got a new arm on the mound. Carson King's day is done. He goes 4 innings, gives up 4 runs. I'm checking now how many the official scorekeeper here, Ryan Sproul, accredited to him as earned. 3 of them are earned. 2 walks and 4 strikeouts in those 4 innings. He threw 75 pitches, and he's sending out the southpaw, Jacob Jones, who gets his first action since 2024. Another great story in club baseball. As I'm going to flash through my pregame graphics here, I also mentioned Jacob Jones. 2 injury comebacks for the Wolfpack. Jacob Jones missed 2025 due to a torn ACL. He had fantastic numbers as a freshman in 24. And not only is he back, but he's gained velocity. He's up to 91, 92 in bullpens. Got a lot of run on his off-speed pitches. He's the only guy wearing tall socks today. I appreciate that. Good look for Jacob. As you see the numbers there, 22 innings, a 4-0 record with a save, 27 strikeouts, only 8 earned runs. We saw Zach Flontic earlier, was on a pitch count, limited pitches, got 2 strikeouts in an inning of action. And now we're going to get to see Jacob Jones for the first time in a while. Jacob Jones got the lone win ever. I mentioned in the pregame that all time NC State is 1-15, now 1-16 in the city limits of Greenville. That one win belongs to Jacob Jones. 2 years ago in Greenville, he picked it up. He came in the 6th inning. As that first pitch to Luke Wolf is low for ball 1. After Reed Richards hit a 3-run homer to take the lead in that game 2 years ago, and he shut him down. Two 2-0 count from Jones to Luke Wolf. Again, we'll miss low. Jones still finding the zone here. Jones actually had the 3rd most wins in a single season as a freshman back 2 years ago with 4. Undefeated that season. There it is. 3-1 record. From Greensboro, North Carolina. Went to Greensboro Day School. 6'4", 216 is what I have him listed. (3-1) to Wolf, fouled off. Two, 3, 4 in the order. Jones is set to face. And we'll walk him. Not a competitive offering on the full count pitch. And that'll bring up Anthony Jones. Carson King officially ends the day with 5 hits allowed. 4 strikeouts. Anthony Jones, who has 2 of the 4 RBI, Jones will look Wolf back and deliver ball 1 to Anthony Jones. Okay, so we got to be clear here. This is Jones on Jones matchup here. Jacob v. Anthony. It's funny, I think there's 2 Joneses on the ECU bench as well. Oh, man, he did it again. He did it again. Over the head of Alec Creech, and it's out of here. 2 2-run homers today for Anthony Jones. Yeah, I mean, he hit 11 last year at JUCO at Lewisburg College. I mean, it makes sense. He's got a lot of pop. You put something over the middle of the plate, he's going to drive it out of here. 6-2 your score, Dow. That brings up Braden Collins. So Anthony Jones kind of had I don't want to say bad weekend, but like underwhelming for how good he's doing today. He was 3 of 13 against Clemson last weekend. No extra base hits, all singles. This is Braden Collins. First pitch to him is outside for ball 1. But Anthony Jones sure has come alive this weekend. Two and 0. Jones is a guy who had Jacob Jones, not Anthony anymore. Jacob Jones had such a good freshman season, actually had some JUCO attention. That's 3-0 now. Jacob Jones was considering the JUCO route before his injury. I kind of derailed that. Torn ACL playing pickup basketball. 3-0. Flies the zone. Just a lot of pitching talent on this Wolfpack team. Very deep bullpen. Swung through. Jones has been doing a good job to recover after getting behind in the count, but just put himself in bad spots here. The payoff pitch. Swung on and missed. Great off speed from Jacob Jones there. That looked like the slider low and away from Collins, and he couldn't find it. That's 2 away now. We got the cleanup hitter. And that brings up the 5 spot, Tyler Mosley, second baseman. Mosley's 0 for 2 in this one. I just noticed on the game changer, Anthony Jones now has 5 of the 6 RBI. So he has been the lone driver of this offense today. Besides the other run scored via the ground ball. That one to Sipe across the diamond. Will he get there? Not in time. Mosley had good enough speed. Even if Smith picked it at first base, I'm not sure if he would have been out. The problem is I got behind Aaron Smith and careened into foul territory, and Tyler Mosley's going to take second base as well. Tough play for Sipe. We'll see if that's listed an error or a hit. Ryan Sproul was pretty brutal at that first game. So I expect that to be an error, just because it's Ryan Sproul doing it. Ryan Sproul's harder on people than I think I was back when I kept score. Yes, I believe that was ruled an error. Jones, fastball low. Richard Warren now taking hacks at it. He fouls that one off. 0-1. Warren's 1 for 2. One of the 6 runs scored today. He singled his last time up off Carson King. 0-1. Evened up the count here. Golf swing. Right center field, Montgomery tracking it and makes the grab on the run. Great play from Jake Montgomery, and tagging is Tyler Mosley. He'll take third base. And I'm sure the Wolfpack will be pleased with that one. That easily could have fallen in and found green grass if you got a slow right fielder. But Jake Montgomery, plenty quick to field that one. And we've got a runner on third with 2 outs for R.J. Harmson. He's 2 for 2 with 2 singles. He was the guy that ended the 4th inning, though, at the plate. He was kind of caught off of third base by Drew Stanfield had just made an error at shortstop. Threw to the third baseman. Sipe decided he wanted to charge home and was thrown out. 1-0 to him now. Still, considering that Harmson didn't play a whole lot last year, again, he only had 5 at-bats. So that one falls in there for a 1-1 count. He's been quite good. I think he's already at 7 or 8 base hits already in 5 games. Impressive. Kind of a testament to why guys should stick with it. Even if you don't play 1 year. That one's drilled into center field. Burke Lancaster makes the grab. Just enough air under it. Similar to those 2 line drives hit by the Pack last inning. Just stayed up in the air long enough for the center fielder to grab it. And the 2 runs via the Anthony Jones bomb will be the only 2 the Pirates get this inning. We will go to the 6th inning. The Pirates have extended their lead 6-2. Can the Wolfpack get back in it? We'll see when we return on YouTube. Welcome back, baseball fans. Top of the 6th inning of action is upon us. Aaron Smith will lead things off. He's the 7 spot today. 7, 8, 9 due up here in the 6th. Wolfpack need a spark. Aaron Smith could provide that. He definitely did that a couple times last year. First time facing a lefty in Lachlan Robbins. He'll foul off the first pitch, 0-1 count. So the way this game is trending is another ECU victory. We'll see if that comes through. That one swung on and missed. 0-2 hole for Aaron Smith. Lachlan Robbins doing a good job of staying ahead. It seems to me like excuse me, as these 2 teams are going to trade victories at home. And Aaron Smith is going to swing through another one. 3-pitch strikeout for Lachlan Robbins. And then we've got one away. So it seems to me that these 2 teams are going to trade home victories. Wolfpack go 3-0 last year at home. ECU went 2-1 at home 2 years ago. NC State 2-1 at home 3 years ago. Everyone just plays better at home. Davis Crowder going to ground this ball to third base and can't make the play. And now running for second. The first baseman Collins is down on the play and having to hustle to get his Tyler Mosley. So Anthony Jones fielded the ball cleanly, but the throw was short. Stretching to make the play was Collins. He couldn't make the snag. And then it looks like he's pulled his hamstring. He's grimacing, holding that left quad area. And Davis Crowder, not the fastest guy on the team, really didn't have a shot. And it worked out for him. So now we're going to get some defensive movement. Braden Collins, let's hope he's okay, returns to the dugout. The DH, Richard Warren, comes out to play first. He's listed as a first baseman, so this really shouldn't be any trouble for the Pirates. And we'll see if Collins can take his at-bats next time he's up to the plate. or if he'll be subbed out. So Davis Crowder will make it a second on the error. So we've got a man in scoring position. The Wolfpack have a little life. That could be the life they needed. That little spark. And now the 9-hole hitter, Eli Sipe, is in the game, is up to the plate. Sipe on the day, 0 for 1 with a walk. Oh, we've got some substitutions now. But this is not for Collins. Oh, maybe it is. Okay. So Richard Warren will not. They're going to keep Richard Warren at the DH spot, I think. I think that's what the move is here. Tyler Mosley, the second baseman, will move to first. The second baseman will be Macon Jones. So I'll tell you a little about him. I think this is his second year with the squad. He's a junior. Yeah, that's correct. Utility player from Clayton, North Carolina. Went to Clayton High School. He played a little bit last week and played in one game, went 2 for 4. So another capable bat. So if I'm correct, they'll keep Richard Warren where he is in the lineup in the 6th spot. Braden Collins will leave the game, and Macon Jones will hit in the cleanup spot for him. That's got to be what they're doing. My assumption is that maybe the hope was Collins could take his at-bats next time he was up, just at the DH spot, so Warren and Collins could just switch positions. But if Collins is saying he can't go, then okay, might as well just leave Warren where he is. We'll put Mosley at first and put Macon Jones in Collins' cleanup spot. So we got it all sorted out. If I'm wrong, I'll let you know. Right now we've got the 9-hole hitter, Eli Sipe at the dish. Lachlan Robbins on the mound. His pitch count is up to 21. And that'll find the low and outside corner. I think this Game 2 strike zone is significantly bigger than Game 1's. 0-1. Hit back up the middle. Lachlan Robbins takes it. He sees Davis Crowder moving, but he doesn't really care. He wants the out at first base. I don't blame him. I think that's a pretty smart play. You're up by 4 runs, and you only need now 4 more outs to count this a victory. And you'll let Davis Crowder have third base. Now here's Burke Lancaster, center fielder, leadoff hitter. He's got a job to do here. Got to make this a 3-run game. Get in Davis Crowder. First pitch, fouled off. Burke's had a good game too. Struggled in Game 1, but is 2 for 3 in this one with a run scored and a stolen bag. Fouled off again. 0-2. Nobody in the ECU pen. I think Robbins is the guy to finish this one. See if he's comfortable. Looks good. Hitting the spots for the most part. And then Burke tucks the elbow. That one inside, but misses him. 1-2 count. Wolfpack really haven't hit a ball squarely, like really touched a ball in a couple innings, ever since Drew Stanfield's double, maybe in the 3rd inning or so. They've had some solid contact, but Burke Lancaster doesn't get any there. He whiffs on strike 3, and that will be the end of the frame for the Wolfpack. We'll go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Wolfpack trail by 4. They'll need some late game magic to win this one. We'll be right back from Greenville, North Carolina. This is the NC State Club Baseball YouTube channel. Welcome back, baseball fans. Bottom of the 6th inning underway here. Jacob Jones back on the bump. 2nd inning of work. Trying to keep this a 4-run ball game. Maybe the Pack can have some late game magic in the 7th. Trying to take game 2 out of the clutches of East Carolina. First one's in there for strike 1. To the catcher, Blake Kessler in the 8-hole. Kessler has had a good day on the plate. Haven't noticed any miscues from him there, but 0 for 2. Not had the best offensive day. Had a strikeout to Carson King. One count to Kessler, the Maryland man. Jones to the plate, lefty on lefty matchup, runs inside, strike 2. Kessler doesn't like it. But I think that's been consistent. I think this has been a big zone. And it's okay if it's a big zone if it's consistent. Pretty much the whole game it's been pretty large, both inside and outside. I think inside's been even bigger in the outside corner. 1-2, that one's going to skip in the right-handed batter's box. 2-2. Caden Irving's had a good day behind the plate. This is his 13th inning. No relief for Caden Irving. Hitting 3-4 hole. Blake Kessler, first hit of the day. Nice piece of hitting there, staying in it. And we've got a leadoff runner aboard for the 2nd straight inning for the Pirates. That brings up Will Atkins, the 6-year man from Winterville. So the Pirates trying to add some insurance here. 8-9-1. Man, I'm very glad I changed my camera angle after game 1. This is way better than looking at the net, isn't it? That one falls in for strike 1 to Atkins. Atkins is 0 for 2 with 2 Ks. Foul blocked into Irving's glove. And Kessler is taken off, so he'll have to retreat back to first. Kessler, I think, is pretty aggressive on the base pass. Obviously, if you hit a triple, you got to be at least pretty quick. He did last week against Clemson. And last season, he did steal 2 bags in his limited appearances. Fouled back again, still remain 0-2. Also, Jones has a long delivery. Lefty, he can get away with it because he's a lefty and he's looking you down. He's got a good move back to first base, but, I mean, he's got the leg kick. If you get a good jump on him, you can really burn him with that high leg kick. 0-2 to Atkins. Way outside, gets past Irving. Kessler will take a free base. I think Jones might have been going for the max out there. Surprised I didn't hear an audible grunt. Just got away from him. Nice. I think we got some Pirate commenters in here. Let's go. We got too many Derek Kostowski and Alfonso Bardes comments. Love the comments. Keep them coming, guys. Pirate fans, if you're watching, very glad you're tuning in. 1-2 upstairs to Will Atkins. Hoping to be back tomorrow for Game 3. I've heard the weather's not supposed to be great, and my cameras and computer are not going to do well in the rain. So if it's raining, I'm not doing it. But hopefully we can get 9 more innings tomorrow. That one grounded to the shortstop, Drew Stanfield. This will be a good play, and again it kicks off the heel of his glove. That's the 3rd time I've seen that happen today. Drew Stanfield, we heard all about how great he was at shortstop, and he has made good plays today. But now that is the 3rd time I have seen that ball kick off the heel of his glove. So he's going to want to dial it in here. Caden Irving's going to call a 1st and 3rd situational play for Jay Stanachek up to the dish. Stanachek's 1 for 2 with a walk, 2 runs scored. He's been on base both times Anthony Jones has powered one over the fence. Both of those Anthony Jones home runs, while not going over the fence by that much, they looked like it because they went so high in the air. They were not line drives, both of them. Very hard and very high hit balls. That's going to be strike 1. Caden Irving went with a fake to second base. Will Atkins just took it, tried to bait Caden into throwing by stopping his movement, but Caden is controlled enough to not do that. He's already sailed 1 to third base today in game 1, so you don't want to do that again. 0-2 count. Jones is now getting ahead of batters. He wasn't doing that great his first inning of action, but he has here. 0-2 to Stanachek. Well, I think on the day he might only have 2 base hits. He has 1 in this game. I think he only had 1 in the first game, so doing a pretty good job of keeping him in check. You're never going to really hold that guy hitless, you know. It's tough to do when he hits 550, you know. That's not even like earthly. That's tough to deal with, but you can do a really good job of keeping him in check by making sure he's individual. The guys around him aren't driving him in. Last year he only scored 3 or 4 times in the 4 games they played each other. There's a foul ball by Jay Stanachek. Stay 1-2. No RBIs last year in the 4 matchups. No walks. It's a big one. Not walking the top 5 guys in the orders. They're going to get on base frequently enough. You know, you don't need to give them free ones. But in this game, too, here, ECU just has had more life, more energy. And that's really what club baseball is about. It's not really all about talent or how good you are. It's about how much energy you got. Are you awake? Game 1, usually everybody's juiced up, you know. That makes sense. Your best pitcher's playing, and Jacob Jones is going to strike out Jay Stanachek with some high heat. Good pitch there, Jacob. That's his second strikeout, I believe. 2-1, 1 out here. And this is Luke Wolf, number 2 spot, back up. Luke Wolf is 1 for 2 with a walk. He has scored once as well. Game 2s are interesting in club baseball because, you know, everyone's already been out here since, 9 or 10 a.m. It's close to 3 now. You know, been out here for 5 hours. So there's strike 1 to Wolf. So everyone's kind of tired, want to go home. And the energy's not as high. Not everyone's just chatty. So you got to find it within yourself to play with a lot of energy and a lot of heart when the vibes might be down. It's tough to do. Sunday, it's all about grit. Sunday, it's all about, do you want to be out here? Especially in March and April when it's hot. And it's just like it's the longest 9 innings of baseball you've ever played. You know, you got homework to do later. If you're in the away team, you got to drive a couple hours back. It's all about grit. 0-2. Wolf hits it hard at Vargo. Keeps his glove down, throws to Aaron Smith, and that is the second out. They will have to trade an out for a run as Blake Kessler will score. So his good piece of hitting is rewarded from earlier. So he got a ball to ground into right field, and he will now score. So it's 7-2. Pirates have tacked on some insurance. And there's Anthony Jones. He gets to come up for the 4th time in one game. He's 2 for 3 with 2 homers, 5 RBIs, 2 runs scored. So Jones gets a matchup with Jones again. See if he can get the better. See if Jacob can get the better of Anthony one time. 1-0 count. You got to think we're avoiding the inside half, right? Runner on third is Atkins. Breaking pitch finds the zone. And Jacob Jones, he's confident in his stuff. I like how he's throwing off speed in multiple counts. I've seen some changeups I liked. I think his slider is his best pitch. I think that's another one. Doesn't quite get the outside corner. I think Jacob's trying to do a lot of sliders on that outside half to righties, and then the lefties hitting them more with changeups. I've talked to him about that after the game, and Anthony Jones has a 6th RBI. His day of terror continues. That one is slapped past the shortstop, Stanfield. And the Pirates are piling on. 8-2. Macon Jones will get his first attempt at the dish here today. He came in for the injured Braden Collins, who I hope didn't tear a hamstring. Hopefully just pulled it. Stretching for a ball at first base. He came in to play second, and Mosley, who's on the on-deck circle, switched over to first. First pitch to Macon Jones is fouled off. So now, Jacob Jones can't get the best of Anthony Jones. Maybe he can get the best of Macon Jones. If not, there's also a Riley Jones on the bench. Maybe Jacob can get him. 0-2. Jones is ahead early. Jacob, I mean. Two away here in the 6th inning. Not sure why my scoreboard said 7th. One-two count. Jones looks home, lifts his legs, delivers. Fouled off again by Macon. And we'll do it again. I think I just got to call one Macon, one Jacob. I'm done with Jones. Said it enough today. I'm going first names. Scoreboard's not cooperating today. 8-2 is your score, not 6-2. The 1-2, ground to the third baseman, Sipe. That's a tough play to his right, and he knocks it down but can't field it cleanly. We'll keep playing here in the bottom of the 6th. I reckon that'll be counted in there, but that's a really tough play. The Sipe's right, kind of a spinner off the end of the bat. Now Carson King is going to want to come talk to Jacob Jones. They have somebody warming up. Yeah, I think they do. We're 1 out away. We're down 6 runs. Just let Jacob finish, is my opinion, but I'm not the coach anymore. So that's now the 5th error of the day for the Pack. That's not what you want to see. Common theme for the Wolfpack over the past 18 months or so have been really troubled with the error bug. As you kind of, let me pull up the box scores from last year. I have those here. A lot of errors in those, especially Game 4. NC State had 4. ECU with 4 in Game 1, but NC State had to fight through those. Here's Tyler Mosley, the new first baseman. 2 on, and that one's going to be bounced in the dirt. Runners are moving. 1-0 count. Wolfpack kind of falling apart here to end the game. Again, as a reminder, my name's Nate Johnson. I got a little self-plug here on the mic. Was at NC State for 4 years as a player. Was a president for 1 year. Now I'm broadcasting the game, so I like being out here. This is what I want to do for a career, so figured I'd invest in my old team. 1-0 count. Tyler Mosley at the dish. Fouled back. Jones has found the strike zone again. Well, I have to acknowledge the Wolfpack dugout has been pretty quiet today. But when you get beat, especially the worse you get beat, motivates you. And I know this is the first game. It's a tough situation for NC State. They've not been on a field yet, you know. It's hard to win a game against a team of this caliber when you've not even practiced on a field. But should be a motivating factor for tomorrow and the rest of the season that they're going to have to climb out of a hole. That one's going to fall into right field in front of Montgomery. Tyler Mosley's got 2 more RBI as both runners will score, and it's 10-2. Pirates packing it in. And that's the end of Jacob Jones Day, I think it is. And John Constantino will make the call. 1 out away. And Jones will get a round of applause here, as we're going to go to a new pitcher to get the final out of the 6th inning. The Wolfpack are going to need a lot if they want to play a bottom in the 7th inning. We'll be right back. We'll tell you about a new pitcher here on the NC State Club Baseball YouTube channel. We would like to give you the unique opportunity to advertise on this channel. Hey there, baseball fans. We would like to give you the unique opportunity to advertise on this channel. If you own a small business or brand and would like to grow your audience in NC State, this is a very cost-effective way to do so. We can play either audio or video pre-recorded advertisements, or I can narrate new audio. If you are interested, please contact Nate Johnson, pxp@gmail.com. Again, that's Nate Johnson, pxp@gmail.com. Thank you and enjoy the game. Back here in Greenville, the new pitcher on the mound is number 22, Shep Fowler for the Wolfpack. He's a sophomore from Roanoke Rapids, North Carolina. Went to Roanoke Rapids High School, weighing in at 5'11", 165. He spent his 2025, his freshman year, with North Carolina Wesleyan, a Division III school. Had one appearance there, but spent 3 years on the varsity squad at Roanoke Rapids. He's going to face Richard Warren here. First pitch, going to be ball 1 inside. One on the day, 1 for 3 with a run scored. I expect we'll see him on the mound at some point. Probably not today, but tomorrow, if it happens. 1-1 count. Shep Fowler, another one of those relievers for NC State. It's going to be in the upper 80s. Got good stuff. Very deep bullpen, as you've seen today. A lot of arms used compared to the Pirates, who've only used 3 over 13 innings. Second strike called on Warren. Two count. Missed badly on that breaking pitch from Fowler. Not sure why my scoreboard's not cooperating with me. It keeps resetting who's on bases. But I've got it back. Runner on first. 3-2 count. Fowler delivers. Swung on and missed and got himself a strikeout. And that'll be probably his day unless NC State can really figure out a rally here. They're down 8 runs with 3 outs to go here at John Paul II Catholic High School in Greenville. We'll be right back here momentarily for the top of the 7th. We'll see how the Wolfpack respond to the big inning put up by the Pirates. Welcome back. We've got our top of the 7th of action here now. Drew Stanfield, the 2-batter for the Wolfpack, due up first. Lachlan Robbins still on the mound. He's going to start Stanfield off with a strike. 0-1. Second pitch, working with speed here. Stanfield drills it into left field. That's down for a base hit in the corner. Could be extra bases. Rounding first is Stanfield, who go to second, and a stand-up leadoff double for Stanfield. Now, if you could imagine an 8-run comeback here in the top of the 7th, that's the start you want. Great job by Drew. That's his second double of the day. As he looks very promising. Freshman shortstop. He's had a little bit of trouble today defensively. Booted a couple balls, but it's kind of symptomatic of the whole team today. That one grooved in there to Montgomery. I can't believe he didn't take a hack of that one. That looked down the middle from my vantage point. Stanfield now 2 for 4 on the day with a run scored. Montgomery 0 for 3 in this one with a strikeout. That one hit high, shallow center, coming on as Wolf, and he will be retired. Stanfield will not move. So that's not what you want if you're hoping for a comeback, but 1 on, 1 out, and the cleanup man, Alec Creech, up. Alec Creech, if you can believe it, is 3 for 3 in this one. Got an RBI. I only say, can you believe it? I can believe Alec Creech goes 3 for 3. He's plenty talented to do that, but 2 of his hits have gone no farther than like 10 feet. He's got 2 little dribblers in the infield that have gone for base hits. He also has a solid hit to the outfield. Sometimes the ball bounces your way. Hasn't for the Wolfpack. It didn't really for Creech on the mound, but it did at the plate in this game. Two 2-0 count to Creech. Creech, the senior from Leland, North Carolina, went to New Hanover High School in Wilmington. If you're a fan of NC State varsity baseball, you might know second baseman Luke Nixon, high school teammate of Alec Creech. 3-0. I told somebody last year if NC State just focused their efforts on recruiting Wilmington guys, they'd be pretty good. Wilmington produced a lot of baseball talent. Got Luke Vargo. Oh, that one's called a strike. That was a little surprising. It's 3-1 now to Creech. He'll get back in the box. You got Luke Vargo, Alec Creech, Ryan Sproul, all Wilmington guys. Derek Ostosky, shout out Derek Ostosky. He's been in the comments today. Wilmington guy, kind of. He's from Oak Island, close enough. Swung through a 3-1 hack for Alec, and now we got a full count. Doesn't feel like it. Lachlan Robbins missed badly 3 times, and all of a sudden it's a 3-2 count. Here's a payoff pitch to Creech. Fouled back. We'll do it again. Let's see if we can at least get a moral victory here. Can we get Creech 4 for 4? Get Stanfield to score. Maybe we get Caden Irving another hit. Let's make it a little bit more competitive, you know. Let's have a little juice to end the game. A little good taste in your mouth to start Sunday with. Breaking pitch, misses. Ball 4. We've got 2 on. And 1 out for the Wolfpack. Caden Irving is due up. He's 0 for 2 in this one with a walk, but he had a base hit in the first game. I think that makes him 1 for 5 on the day. Robbins to the plate, hit hard right back up the middle, and it will drop for a base hit. Stanfield, though, was fooled. He thought that one might have been caught, and he'll be held up at third base. So the bases will be loaded, and 1 out for the Pack. Bringing up Luke Vargo. We're going to get a pinch runner now. Irving's day is done, and he throws his hands up in celebration. He might be done catching. Long 14 innings of baseball for Caden, and he's going to get a pinch runner. It's number 29, Finn McHale. First action we'll see for Finn today. Freshman from Attleboro, Massachusetts. The Wolfpack have an unspoken rule that they're only allowed to have 2 out-of-state guys at a time. So naturally, when you lose Michael Weaver, who's from Newport, Rhode Island, you have to pick up another out-of-state guy, and I guess that's Finn McHale. The other one, not here today, Jack Wingard. Shout out Jack Wingard. He's in Rome for a school project. How that makes any sense, I don't know. Who goes to Rome for a school project? Okay, a little talk with the umpire here. Okay, we're back. Luke Vargo at the dish. 1 for 2 with a walk today in this game, too. Bases juice, 1 out. Bottom of the zone. I think the zone keeps getting bigger. Umpire might want to go home. Makes sense. I mean, it's a long game. 8-run difference here. That was at Vargo shins. It's called strike 1. 0-1. Vargo thought about going. That one's in the dirt. Held up. 1-1. Robbins delivers and finds a strike zone there. Now, that was an off-speed pitch. Kind of had Vargo's timing off. And now a 1-2 hole for the second baseman. Just 2 outs away from the Pirates taking this one. That one's slap foul by Vargo, staying in there. Good job. Vargo hit .237 last season as a freshman playing second base. He's also had a fantastic year on the mound as the closer. I'd pull him off second base, put him on the mound, and terrible circumstances, bases loaded, no outs type of deals. Called strike 3, and Vargo didn't like it. Thought the outside corner's gotten a little bit too big, but doesn't matter. That'll be 2 away. And the Pirates are just 1 out from stopping this little 7th inning rally. Aaron Smith now at the plate. Aaron Smith is 0 for 3 with 3 Ks today. He might not seen more than 9 pitches in those 3 Ks. And there's another swing and a miss from Aaron. 0-1 count. Outside corner called strike 2. It's possible Aaron's not seeing a ball today. They're just pounding the zone, seeing if he can hit it. 0-2 count. Just a pitch away. Low and inside. Well, there's a ball. I was proven wrong. Bases juice. Let's see if the Wolfpack can get something here. Little positivity for the end of the day. Feel nice. Aaron takes a nice hack at it. Drills it foul. Lachlan Robbins sets. Coming home. Swung on and missed. Aaron Smith has his 4th strike of the afternoon, leaves the bases loaded, and that's the final, folks. The Wolfpack will lose this one 10-2 and go 0-2 on the afternoon. The Pirates, incredible start to the 2026 campaign, 5-0. 5 victories over nationally ranked teams. Just an incredible start to the year for the team in purple today. And the Wolfpack have a tough 0-2 hole to dig out of to start the year. Again, I got to mention, it's a shame that this game is the first of the year for the Wolfpack. This really should be the final week of the season. It's the best rivalry in the conference. It might be one of the best rivalries in club baseball. But the Wolfpack have not even practiced yet on a field. The Pirates are off to a hot start. Just really feels like this is more fitting to be played in April. Hopefully these two teams can get tomorrow's game in. The Wolfpack need to come out with more energy. And, yeah, I mean, the bats look good at times. Drew Stanfield, Jake Montgomery, Alec Creech all had good days. I mean, 2, 3, 4 in the order really delivered, but not a whole lot else people did. The pitching was fine. The Pirates just kind of got hot late. Lots of 2 home runs from Anthony Jones. He's got to be the player of the game today with 6 RBI of the 10 runs scored. Really good day from Anthony. And, but yeah, that'll do it. Here from Greenville, John Paul II Catholic High School. This has been a fun day. 2 losses for the Wolfpack, but I'm just glad baseball's back. I'm glad you could all tune in. If you're a Pirate fan, really thank you for tuning in. I know it's a one-sided biased broadcast, but I hope you can overlook that. If you're a club baseball fan in general, thanks for tuning in. And if you're a Wolfpack fan, thanks for sticking with this team. I think they've got a lot of talent and a lot of room to grow, a high ceiling. So the 0-2 start, you can overlook that because I think this team will come back stronger because of it. That'll do it from today's broadcast here in Greenville. My name's Nate Johnson. Hopefully we'll see you tomorrow. No player of the game interview today. Hopefully in the future we'll get some W's and we'll interview some guys here on the broadcast. So we'll see if that can happen tomorrow for the first time. Signing off for now, it's Nate Johnson. Go follow me on Instagram, Nate Johnson PXP. Go subscribe to the channel, NC State Club Baseball. But that'll do it. Let's lead us out with some intro music. We'll see you tomorrow, hopefully, weather permits.